Hey guys, thank you very much for tuning into another video of my life, and in this video we are going to do the unboxing of the Asus Vivobook S15 OLED M5506 series. It's available from a number of different retailers in the UK anyway, so you've got John Lewis. This is one of the versions. There's quite a few versions of this laptop actually. There's Very, which is selling it as well, but that's out of stock, and I think you've got Argos and so on. So you've got a couple of different sellers, and I'll show you where on the official Asus website where you can find that information. The reason I'm making this video as well and putting this before the unboxing is just to make you aware that there's quite a few different variants and versions between the different sized hard disks and the different sorts of AMDs, and I think there might even be a couple of Intel ones thrown in there. So there's quite a few different versions, plus different colors and of course screen sizes as well, which can make it a bit confusing. This is the main website, and I'm not going to spend too much time on this, okay? So I'm just going to zoom out a bit. I'm just going to show you that this is what the main website looks like when it's promoting this particular model. It's saying, for example, Ryzen 5, but in reality, the one I've got, I think, is Ryzen 9, but we'll see that in the unboxing because even I get a bit confused between the different sort of Ryzen 7 versus Ryzen 9, and the model numbers are quite similar and so on when I was researching this. But I bought it, and I'm quite confident it's the Ryzen 9. So it's got a couple of very cool features, which I'll go through. So you've got 1.39 centimeter, it's ultra slim, so it's very slim, 1.5 kilograms, very lightweight as well. I'm not sure if my version has the Windows 11 Pro. It'll probably have Windows 11. It's going to be the first laptop I use with AI. Of course, 2024, you can't get away from that word. So that's going to be nice to have as well. It's got dual cooling technology, and it's got fast charging as well with a 75 watt hour battery installed in the machine as well. So the keyboard is backlit. You can change the different colors on there as well. The whole thing is one. There's no zonal color difference, and it's a large mouse pad, which I'm also looking forward to using. Never had it this large on my laptop there before. It's a 15.6 inch 3K, 2.8K if you want to be precise, with 120 refresh rate. My mobile phone is 120 refresh, and I think once you get to that screen sort of hertz range, I don't think you can ever go back. So I'm looking forward to this as well. So compared to the price and compared to all the features that we've covered so far, it is a really good value laptop in my opinion. If you want to purchase this, you can go to those retailers' website. There's no affiliate links or anything like that with those particular retailers, but there will be eBay links in the description if you want to buy something refurbished or secondhand, or consider other laptop models which you're free to use as well. Okay, carrying on with the rest of this page. So you can see this is another example of a 1TB, 16GB version, but this is a Ryzen 5 rather than a Ryzen 7 or a Ryzen 9, which you also get and so forth. So it can get a bit confusing, but it's definitely highlighting the main commonalities between the different laptop versions, of course. So decibel is less than 38 in the standard mode in terms of the fan noise, if that's important to you, and the battery it's claiming 14 hours on this one. Now, whether that's for 15.6 inch screen or 14 inch screen, or whether it's for the Ryzen 5 or Ryzen 9, I'm not really sure. So this might be just for the Ryzen 5, for example, but if you have something more powerful like a Ryzen 7 or Ryzen 9, then maybe this might go down to 9 hours. So this is what I mean, where they've got like one page, but it's not like you can go to your specific model and see all these sort of facts and figures for that particular model. So I think you're entirely dependent on if the retailers have populated those bits and pieces of information. The screen is also HDR, amazing. I'm really looking forward to using this laptop in terms of the screens, etc. Of course, it's got other things, motion clarity and so on. So we'll just scroll through this. Breathing, you've got rainbow, different versions as well. So it's really nice actually. So here you can even try it. So you can click around and in different modes. So there's a rainbow where it keeps changing. You've got the breathing where it kind of goes in and out, and then you've got the solid color as well. So all pretty cool stuff, I think, for the price as well. 40% larger, like we mentioned already, the mouse pad size. Okay, how much more have you got to go? So here and be quiet, noise cancelling. Oh, nice. So it's got noise cancelling as well. It uses AI. So this is one of the advantages of having AI. You can just use the inbuilt features rather than relying on software to do that in terms of the software from Zoom or what have you. You've also got the Windows Hello, so it'll just sort of read your face, and then based on that, it'll unlock the device for you if that's your thing. You've got Harman Kardon sound system as well in there in terms of approved by, I'm guessing, or tuned by them, and the Dolby Atmos. Okay, military grade laptop durability. That's pretty cool. And you've got this little stamp here. I didn't even know about that. So you've got high temperature, low temperature, shock test, vibration test, and altitude test as well. So it's really cool, this laptop. Actually, I didn't even read about all this stuff. I just kind of looked at the speed of the laptop processor. I looked at the device. In fact, there's a guide which I've just sort of put a very simple, straightforward sort of video which you can refer to as to the process that I go through and the process I recommend you go through in terms of buying a laptop. So that's exactly what I've done, and that's how I've ended up with this particular laptop. So there we go. You got all this. You got my Asus and GlideX and all of these things, so you can definitely look into that. So later, I'll leave the link in the description for this particular website. This is going to be the UK page. And after having seen this, we are going to go to a retailer's site. You can buy it from wherever you want to, and you can see here it is Ryzen 9. Okay, so 16 gigabyte, 1 terabyte version, Ryzen 9. This is out of stock currently, but that's okay. And this is specifically the model which I have. Okay, with the Ryzen 9 8945HS, and there's loads of different versions. Okay, to give you a benchmark score of that processor, here it is, AMD Ryzen 9 8945HS, 29400, which is pretty good. To give you a comparable, this is my current laptop. Okay, Intel Core i7-1065G7, and you got a score of 8,285, which is plenty fine, I think, for most people. But I'm quite the multitasker. I use a lot of Word documents, sort of word processing, do a lot of that. I've got Excel files I'm working through. I've got 2-3 desktops open at the same time, and all kinds of things. So I'm multi-tab as well. So right now there's like 20 tabs open, and that's very normal for me working through those different tabs. So if you're that kind of a user, then this sort of a laptop and this kind of speed is probably going to, I mean, the fan's going to be on every now and then for you. It's on right now as we speak, actually. That's the laptop I'm using right now. And moving on to something like this and this powerful, I think it's going to be really exciting. I'm really looking forward to it. So this particular one. Here's another one. This is a AMD Ryzen 7 8845HS, and you can see the score is so close between the two. Okay, and this is what I mean. So just be mindful that there's many different versions, many different variants, and you've got to make sure you have the right one for you. Let's go into the exact model now. So I think with this one, we can find the exact model in this particular retailer's website. Okay, so it looks like it's a bit difficult to find the exact model. It might be in here, maybe. Okay, this is what you'll have to go through. And you can see here, look, it says AMD Ryzen 7 8845HS. So here it says 8845HS, Ryzen 7, and here it's saying Ryzen 9. So even I'm not entirely sure which exact model I'm going to get, because this is the kind of problem I've had when looking for this laptop. And even if you go on the website, you can see it's not entirely clear. So let's assume that it's going to be this one, the headline, the AMD Ryzen 9, although that there's no difference between the score, really. This is AMD Ryzen 7, this is the AMD Ryzen 9, and you can see it's virtually the same. There's a power consumption difference, I think, between the two, but apart from that, it's pretty much the same. They both have AI functionalities and features and so forth. But yeah, just make sure you're buying the right one and just double check the processing numbers and so on, because they all look so similar. So I'm going to assume that this is the one I'm just about to unbox now, because it's going to be a virgin unboxing when I do it. So I'm not going to have access to reading the box and the contents and so on. I'm going to do it with you. So here we are. This is the particular model with the 15.6 inch. You can see the 1 terabyte and so on and so forth, and with the AMD Ryzen 9. And you can see below it, you've got all these different sort of model numbers here. Okay, this one has AMD Ryzen 7, this is 9, this is Ryzen AI 9365. Again, these scores are very similar, and then we've got the Ryzen 5 7535HS. So just be mindful that whichever one you're getting, you can go to this website. I'll leave the link in the description for you as well, so you can refer to it. And then if you do want to buy it, you've got all these different retailers that they work in partnership with. And you can see that for different models, you have different sellers. So you can see this one, there's loads of different sellers, okay, and this one there's only 2, for example. Okay, so just be mindful of all of this information, and I hope that you find it helpful. And this one, of course, is just directly from Asus only. So hopefully that was a little bit clearer, because it's not easy to find this information. It took me a bit of time to put everything together so you can have the information to be clear on exactly what you'll be purchasing. Of course, you can skip this bit if you wanted to, and I'll be putting timestamps in the description. But if you didn't, then you know, hopefully you found this helpful in some way. And I've just noticed that this one just says 32 gigabytes memory. See how confusing it might be and how unclear it kind of is. Even on the right page, I'm not entirely sure if I'm referring to the exact same model, and it's a little bit tricky. So without any further ado, we will go on to the unboxing. I hope you find it helpful, and let's crack on. Okay, so let's start with the unboxing now, and this is a virgin unboxing. All I've done is open this top bit up first, so it's nice and easily accessible. And on that side is the postage label, which obviously I'm going to keep away from the camera. And without further ado, let's open this up. I like this modern sort of form of packaging that they do with these sort of semi-seal thing, which opens up like this, like a sort of origami butterfly sort of situation. Okay, that's what we have in there. I'm just going to pause the video here to get rid of that first. Okay, great. So I've just removed the paper. Just a reminder as to what we're unboxing is the Asus Vivobook S15, 16 gigabyte RAM and 1 terabyte of storage. It's 15.6 inches and it's the AMD Ryzen 9. There's quite a few different versions of this laptop. You've got Ryzen 5, 7, 9, all sorts of things. And like I've said in the previous section of this video, just have a look at the CPU benchmark website and so on to find out which is the right CPU for you. Again, this might have some serial numbers and labels, so I'm just going to give it a check first. Okay, so it did. So this is what I'm going to show you on this side. There's serial numbers and things like that on, and unique identification devices on other side of the box, but it's a really nice box actually. This feels quite premium. I've never had this sort of a thing on a laptop. It's got the Asus written on it. It's just probably on the box. I mean, if they give you some sort of a case for free, that'd be nice, but I don't suspect that to be the case. You can see in the front it says Asus Vivobook 7 here. Like I said, this is a nice touch. It's completely sealed on this side. And again, I'm not showing you the other side because it has like unique identifiers and serial numbers and things like that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and break the seal now. Let's do it. This is very exciting. All right, let's do this now. Okay, I think I'm going to go for a cut. Ooh, that is very smooth. Very sharp, this one. Okay, fold this away. Okay, so I think it probably opens this way up first. From the sides. Yeah, should do. A little bit of a... Okay, I'm just going to put it down. Maybe do it that way. Hang on a second. Okay. I would imagine it opens like this, surely. From the sides, like so. Okay, let's... Yes. Oh, it just... I just needed to do this. That's it. That's all I needed to do. This doesn't open up this way. Okay, interesting. So this acts like a little bit of a clip already. So you open this up like that. Boom. And there we have it in all its glory. I'm so excited for this. It's got some things in there. Okay. Sustainable feature. And it's saying that there's a stand in there. The cardboard, does the cardboard become the stand? Is this becomes a laptop stand? Have a look. Okay, so it looks like this perforated piece of cardboard turns into a laptop stand potentially by folding it in a certain way. So and you cut it along here, as you can see there. So that's something I might do. I mean, I already have a laptop stand, to be honest, an aluminium one. But yeah, that's something. Okay. It comes in this sort of fabric type of thing, as you can see. It has a bit of a weight to it, not too much. And again, just going to have a look at the other bits and pieces first as well. All right, so let's see what comes in here. You get In Search of Incredible user guide. I think you can get this online as well in PDF form. And I think it's generic for all the Vivobooks, I believe. So as you can see, it's 15 and 16, and you've got the 14-inch here as well. So they've just got the one manual book. You've got the different USB ports and stuff on the side it goes through. And I will, for you, record that in a second. Anything else in here? Okay, so I'm expecting one of these has the chargers in there. Yeah, there we are. So let's look at the charger. Oh, nice. So usually the charger is like a rectangular shape. With Asus, they've gone... Excuse me. They've gone square, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I like the square shape, actually. Feels like, whether it's true or not is another matter, but feels like it takes less surface area. Okay, obviously I need to take this off. Let me figure out how to do it first. Okay, so I think I figured it out, so I think I'm going to go this way first. Okay, and then this way second. Yeah. And then push this out, maybe. Oh, we can't push this out, can I? Does this come off? No, this is sealed, okay. Okay. Lovely. So we've got it out of the wrapper here. I'll just give you a close-up shot of this. Maybe turn the flashlight on so you can read it, as well as see the texture. It feels like good build quality as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, microscopic imperfection. I can see one here, for example. Just it's. I mean, I don't think normal people will see that, but yeah, just apart from that, it is spot on. Yeah, can't fault it, to be honest. Yeah, it's very nice. Nice texture. It says 90 watt here. As you can see, it's kind of embossed in different sort of pattern here, so you can see that. Okay, put that aside remotely. So we've got this, everything you need. This leaflet, put this aside. And what else do we have? Do we have anything else? Okay, there we go. So set your unique vibe. You can have a different sort of RGB color and pick exactly the color that you want. Look at here. It's got the whole spectrum. That's pretty cool. I've never had this before. It's really nice. Really, really good. Match my Windows accent color, so it can match with it. Oh, that's really nice. I like this. Okay, put this away. Anything on this side? No. Anything in here? No. Okay, so this is all just filler and stuff. And I'm guessing this is also all filler. There's a lot of filler in here, but I guess it all keeps it secure in your box without it jiggling and moving about too much. Okay, let's put this aside now. Take this out of the box for you. I mean, out as a wrapper, I should say. There we go, it's out. Ooh, look at it in all its glory. Matte finish to the touch. Okay, it's cold to the touch as well because it's metal. You've got some marketing material here. Please remove this sticker before using the laptop. Okay, well, let's do that. We'll leave it for now anyway. The Asus part is shiny. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. It looks very nice. This is the back. Oh, it's not in focus. There you go, that's the back. Okay, this is the side. You've got two USB type A ports here. I'm gonna turn the flash off, I think. Okay, back on. Okay, got a light symbol here, battery symbol here, and this says, I think it says 5 gigabytes per second over here. Okay, 5 gigabytes per second. Okay, look at the front, nice thin profile. You have a bit of a lip here, so it's easier for you to open it up. I think in the back as well, they've got this bend here so that the air vent is not obstructed when you open this up like so. To show you the bottom as well, just part without the serial number. So there you go, that's the fan. You can see that that's fan number 1, fan number 2, which gives you very fast sort of cooling. There's rubber sort of feet at the bottom as well as the middle, which is, I think, is quite a nice touch actually. And then I can't show you the bottom obviously because of serial number, etc. Okay, open this up. Okay, opening it up. There we go. Okay, nice big mouse pad, huge. Look at that. Look how big that is. That is a huge mouse pad. I love that. I love that. I've got a huge mouse pad. Sound by Darwin Carden. Got the label here. Let's have a look at the feel. It's a nice keyboard. I like this. Yeah, I can type a lot on this. Slightly, not exactly straight, I think, but okay. Take this off. Let's look at the OLED screen in all its glory. Boom. Oh, you can see my setup here. My very budget setup. We're gonna turn this way. Okay, that's what the screen looks like. It is shiny. I thought it was it might be matte actually, but it is shiny. I actually prefer shiny because in the matte finish, it sort of takes away the sharpness of the screen. And this is a 2.8K screen, and I just love it the fact that it's shiny. We have the camera shutter here. There's a slight, I think it's supposed to have anti-reflective sort of touch to it, and I think that's why it's slightly green maybe. So you can see on one angle it's like that green kind of a tint, which if you have glasses, you'll notice that your glasses do a similar sort of thing if they have anti-reflective surface on it. So I actually think it does have anti-reflective surface on it. Let's turn it on. Single touch. No, long press. Long press. It's not turning on, so might need charging or needs plugging in. Hang on a sec. Okay, let's take this off. Almost there. I'm going to take this off as well. And as you can see, this has a slightly shiny touch to it, which probably makes it nice and smooth to touch as well. But I'm not sure of the material, whether it's glass or anything else like that. My guess is it's plastic. This is how it clicks. Feels really good. Feels really good, actually. This is a good quality, insofar as I can tell. Let's stick this in for the first time. Here. Boom. Okay, the light, I think, for the power is on the other side. Yeah, there we go. So it's got that thing turned on. And we are now going to turn it on. Okay, long press maybe. Let's long press. Okay, lovely. You can see it's on at the top. Is it on? Is it doing anything? Oh, there you go. It just turned on. All right, let's have a look at this for a second. Just a moment. Okay, fine. So because of the oh, I love it. Okay. So the camera is probably not doing the best job at capturing the clarity of the screen or the and things like that. But from looking at the screen, I think it's perfectly satisfactory. Okay, the mouse moves nice. It is 120.
To set up your device using a screen reader, turn on narrator by pressing Windows and Control and Enter. Okay. For more accessibility features, press Windows and U, or select the accessibility icon in the bottom.
Okay, that's nice, and I can really notice the screen refresh rates. You might not be able to potentially, but I can really see the difference of 120 when I move around the mouse. I can also see the crispness and sharpness of the screen. When this animation happens, I can see a difference. I can definitely tell. Some people can't tell, in which case I don't think you should spend the extra money on a higher rated screen, but there we are. So that was the unboxing. I'm going to go ahead and try and set this up. I hope it helped you in some way. Let's have a look at this sort of lighting, this kind of pink lighting going on right now. It's flicking around at the bottom. Hopefully it's green right now. Okay, screen, it's darker green, dark green, dark green now. Now it's going to a blue side, sort of a sky blue color, and so on. So that's really, really cool, and I'm really feeling that, to be honest. But yeah, I'm going to set this up. Okay, guys, so here's the laptop setting itself up now, and I'm going to show you the screen and really get up close to the screen as well, and so you can really pixel peep. This is what 2.8K looks like right here. Okay, so there we are. It's on my lap. It's been setting itself up. The fan isn't going crazy. I mean, let me just show you something. Okay, let's zoom in. You can actually read this text. Okay, because it's a 2.8K screen. Look at this. And just to bring it out, okay, and to show you what size that really was, this is the size. So I just showed you that, where you can literally read the text, the little bits of text. It looks like a whole desktop, but it's actually just a representative image. And that's the kind of difference that 2.8K or high-res screen makes. And if you're the sort of person who notices these sorts of things, and I'm certainly one of them, then you can definitely see the difference. It's just that the camera won't pick it up. Look, you can read this. It says flights, Microsoft Flight Simulator. Okay, and just to give you context again, it's that bit there, this bit that you were just being shown. So I thought I'd just show you a little bit as to what the clarity of the screen is. The colors look really nice, and so far so good, guys. The keyboard, you know, every person has a slightly different sort of preference around the keyboard. I think I'll get used to it. It's slightly mushy is the best way I can describe it to you. And because the mouse pad is smooth, your finger sometimes sticks a little bit. It's hard to describe, but when you move it, it kind of does this. Can you see that? And I feel like if it was more matte, it might not do this. But I think the trick is to kind of not press as hard. But you can see it's kind of sticking. You can hopefully see that. But yeah, overall, I'm still very happy with this device because for the price, it is so good, so powerful, and literally ticks every one of my boxes that I could want. So yeah, hopefully this helps. Crack on with the rest of the video. So I just thought I'd show you this. Overall, I'm very happy with this device, but should show you that in terms of finishing here, you can see a bit of a light bleed here on the side. So you can see that just under RETYU. It's like there's a scratch underneath on the side, and from there the light is bleeding through, because you can see on the number key it's not there. It's not there on the QWERTY. Well, it's not on the Q, W, and E anyway, but not as much. And definitely not on ASD, but W has a little bit, and so on. So it's just a finishing thing. So again, this is a value device, I suppose, and it's going to have a couple of finishing touches, issues here and there. But overall, I have to say I'm very happy with this device. I should also say, so you can change the colors here. So there you go. You can make it different colors. So I'm changing it now. It's a little bit bright, but you can see it's just gone pink. Just gone a different color now, and so forth. I mean, it's got gray. I'm not sure. Oh, there you go. It's a gray color, and we'll just make it blue for now as well. So yeah, overall, very happy with the device, but I just thought I'd show you this as well. I'll crack on with the rest of the video. All right, so this is one of my own videos, which I'm just going to play you for the sound quality. For this watch now, 10 years ago, I paid for this watch £36. So that's okay, full volume. £36 very thoroughly, and only because the buttons cracked have I had to replace it. And even then, when the water got in and it stopped working for a bit, it started working again. So that's a testament to quality. So the one thing I would say there is it's very clear, and it's very nice. Again, I'm happy with the sound profile on an overall basis, but it just lacks bass a little bit. Very clear, I should say. It's very clear, but it is more trebly rather than bassy. It just lacks a little bit of bass, in my opinion, to give that fuller kind of round sound. On the other hand, on the headphones, if you plug in the headphones, even the basic ones, I mean, I'm just going to show you the basic ones right here. This is the sort of thing I'm talking about, the one that you get through your phone, maybe included in the box. The sound quality is really good. Okay, it's really good. Sometimes I wonder whether, you know, something like this saying, you know, Harman Kardon, is it all just marketing, or is there any truth to that? But yeah, putting in the headphones, really rich, round, high quality, crisp, clear, as well as bassy and everything. Just a wholesome kind of a sound, really nice. But when you put it through the speaker, it is very clear, but I think they've gone a bit more on the trebly side rather than bass side. And that's a-okay, but just something for you to keep in mind if that's important to you. And I just thought I'd give you a slight sample just by playing one of my previous videos. When it comes to display as well, I should mention that the display, to me, I'm very happy with, both in terms of resolution, in terms of the color quality, reproduction, the HDR. I've put it through sort of 4K videos and sort of HDR videos and things, and the output I'm really pleased with. The frame rate I'm pleased with as well. Just keep in mind, by default, it will lower the refresh rate if it's not plugged in, but I've just gone into the settings and said just give priority to the video quality and the picture quality, always above and beyond the sort of the battery saving mode, if you like. Okay, so just a few words about Copilot. This is the first experience I've ever had with AI locally on the desktop, and so far it's been via the Edge browser on the right-hand side, where I think you get about 20 prompts a day. I hardly ever use it. With this Copilot, it is the way that they show it on TV, really, and your news media, where you can actually have a conversation with it back and forth, and there's no limit to how much or how long you can have that conversation for. It's really friendly, and it's really got a natural tone of voice. It does laughs and giggles and pauses. It'll say, so what's on your mind today then? And it'll say stuff like that rather than just saying what's on your mind. Even if it's very friendly, it puts in pauses and stuff like that. I'm guessing it's from ChatGPT, so it sounds really natural. AI is always kind of a bit of a weird one where, in a way, there's a lot of hype, but it literally, even simple things is kind of weird where you start off, it knows your name, it calls you by your name, you ask it what's your name, and then it tells you its name, which is Copilot, and then asks you what your name is. So it goes in sort of kind of a routine rather than actually saying, well, I already know your name because I just used it a couple of minutes ago, or even the previous sentence. But having that kind of access just around here with this button, I can really see it's something I'm going to be using more going more forward, just to play around with it. Unsure about the privacy sort of a thing. I'm not sure how much of my data is going to be sent to them and be analyzed and what it's going to do with it and so on. Usually my day-to-day is kind of Google. To be honest with you, that's my go-to, and I'm very familiar with how to use it, how to navigate around the different results I get, and I can actually do it faster than the AI, believe it or not. So I can get a more accurate results myself, scanning through the top 5 pages, processing the information really quickly than the AI can. But I think for most people, the AI and the Copilot and everything else like that is going to be a faster way to access search results. But I think the accuracy for me is more important, and that's something I'd rather do myself. So just a couple of quick words there for Copilot. Very interesting. I kind of have a conversation with it. I had a conversation with it verbally as well through the microphone, as well as typing. And yeah, I'm kind of quite impressed with it. Although it does do silly things like ask your name, even though you already know even though it already knows your name. So hopefully this bit helps out as well. It is kind of future-proofing my device for AI and stuff because it's got an AI sort of CPU, if you like, and built in. So it also kicks in with, let's say, if you're doing webcam, you can kind of adjust your eyes to make it slightly look more like you're looking into the camera, even though you're not. I think the other thing was sound quality. Whilst I'm here, yeah, mic quality and sound quality, whilst over video, is really, really, really clear. Really clearest than it's ever been before, and it's actually clearer than the headphones that you use, surprisingly. So if you use headphones versus if you just use the integrated microphone, the integrated microphone, in my opinion, is even clearer. Probably it's because it's doing sort of AI things on there to make it even clearer and wholesome. So and rounded kind of sound. So hopefully that helped you a little bit with the Copilot and how it works. And it's my first experience. You might be buying one with a Copilot. You might not be buying one with a Copilot, but that's how it works anyway with the Microsoft device. Hopefully this video helps you in some way with regards to your purchasing decision. Please give this video a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel as well. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.